Wait. Before we start, I want to go ahead and say hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to leave a comment at the end of this podcast. I really appreciate all those who've been here on support lately. But be sure to share this with your friends, your family, anyone that might like this. Get the word around, please. We really could use your help and your support in this channel. Corvo is a great guy. Grumpy is kind of going through hard times right now, so be sure to give him some love and show your support in the channel. And as always, much love, y'all. Back to the show. Bye!
Welcome everybody
You
to the City
Paul.
Thought Podcast. We do this every Wednesday at
Okay.
5 o'clock CPT time. I'm just kind of waking up. Be sure to hit that like button and hope you stick around. And as always, we have Corvo Ninja with us. A little.
What's up?
I feel like I'm a little
What's
laggy.
up?
I feel like I'm a little
Yeah,
little weird.
you're laggy. I'm fine.
I
For
know,
me, you're
it's
laggy.
why
I
just
told you, dude. It's hump day. You're being kind of sloffish.
yeah. I apparently so. Sorry about that. But then again, this is a podcast, and then you just turn off your phone, just listen in, or not really turn off your phone. You know what I'm saying? And as always, you have the stealthy Jade voice in the background. But she is currently working on something for Corvo. They've been working on it since.
Yep, she's there.
This week we've been talking about things that we wish we could make and would help out society. And I think some your side of the work, and you're gonna tell me whether or not it's possible, feasible. Because thank you. Because they're what's the word for it? They are
Okay.
more
All right.
hardware things. You know what I'm saying? Like
Te-
they're not really
they're more hardware technological.
well.
Hold
Okay,
on. There
there
we
might be
go. All right.
code,
So yeah, they're more
more coding.
hardware, more technological.
Where there might be more coding. That's what
Ah.
I was thinking about
Ooh.
because my things have to do with shit I deal with on a daily basis, and they actually go toward things that I have problems with right now. Now,
Okay.
could you actually make them? I don't know. I just want to get your point of view on them, and of course, you have yours as well. And these things are to be topics on things we wish you had to help with our daily life, to help us and help us with problems. These are the
Yep.
inventions, technologies, and other things to maybe help the world. And hey, maybe our ideas can actually hit somebody. I still think the idea of a 3D printer that
Not
only
the
has
moment
it is
yet.
some motors and like the whatever it needs to make a print that could just plug up the computer and print without the need of a motherboard inside of it would be great. But that's my opinion because I don't know. I don't know about you, but I have a problem or a history with motherboards. Hello there, Squad ZZ. Hello. Thank you for joining the chat. Okay, so Corvo, do you start first, or do you want me to start? I had you start last week,
Yes.
so
What's up, squad?
squatting. Be sure to hit that. Anyways. So
You can start if you want to. I'm fine with that.
okay, so I have like two, maybe three, if I can remember what the third one is. I just remember two of them. Okay, my first one is if everybody does not know this, I deal with dyslexia, and I have dyslexia bad. I've been recently noticing a lot of streamers lately are using like dyslexia to like kind of like a what's umbrella excuse for a lot of their misreadings or slip of the tongues of lately. And I'm like, man, I wish people would stop like giving people false information about dyslexia because I have it, right? Um, and for anybody that does not know what dyslexia, there's normally multiple versions of it, but is for me, it is one my brain cannot keep up with my eyes. So my brain, when it tries to do, when it sees a single letter in a word, or I see a word that has
Yes.
similar looks or similar sounds, my brain will replace the word and try to get me to say that if I don't recognize it. It is the grumpy on the right. Yes, I am the grumpy bear. And Corvo Ninja over there. So that's what I want technology to help me out here. I wish there was a
Yes.
program to
Yep.
either
This is the casing.
I wish there was a program out there. Entire screen here, because there's a where's the word for it? I'm trying to think of it. There's a
Right.
I wouldn't say a psychiatry idea or a theory or something like that, or certain. Okay, you ever heard the theory where you look at certain colors and make you feel a certain way, like a mood, right?
I think I understand.
Anyways, So like when you look at a
You're
certain
good.
like suppose you look at blue, it's supposed to calm you down. If you look at red, it's supposed to make you
What's going on?
angry. If you look at yellow, it makes you hungry. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's apparently a thing
Right.
out there. If you look at a certain color,
Right.
it will allow your brain to
Right.
slow down and look at the
Right.
words, and it will allow you to take time in seeing it, and you can actually read it better, because I've done this myself, where you can put on your screen in certain colors to allow you, if you have dyslexia, and help you out reading, and it has helped before in the past. But problem is, who wants to go around with glasses and all you see is just yellow all day, or green, or whatever color it's helps you out, and everything is the same color, or put that on top of your monitor, and the whole thing be this like weird yellow green color all day. I wish there was a technology out there, a program that would allow
Right.
anytime the program were to pick up there's words on the screen, it immediately turn that area into the color, so your brain would be able to like actually focus in and actually read what you're saying.
Yeah, that's possible. That is possible. They would have to code a program that
Yeah.
would recognize that there's text in an area,
Hmm.
and then once the text was recognized, change the shade for that area to whatever color it is to help you focus.
Yeah, and or could this also happen? Because when I was a kid, what they would do for me, they would make me like to have two pieces of paper, and then they would block off the rest of the sentence. Because when I look at books, like novels and books, not mangas, and I figured that's a long time ago. When I look at an actual book, my eyes do not focus in on the words. I noticed my eyes would be like doing like this number, like going everywhere and not focusing on what I'm supposed to be, because all I see is words everywhere, and my brain is trying to like take in on the information. So they would block out certain many words, so you can just read that line and then really focus on what that line's saying. That's why I like mangas, because usually mangas are just like a little block, and that's it. All the words are in there. That's one sentence, and the next picture or next scene, none of the words, little block. They're confined, right? They're not a
Right.
spreadsheet. And I've had problems with that for years, and I feel like that would help out so much, because I don't want to be wearing glasses and or looking at a page. The
Yeah.
noise might help with that. What's the Nerica link? What's that? Never heard of that before. I'll look into
No,
that
I
while we
haven't
wait.
either. It must be a program of some type.
I'm gonna look into that real quick while we're here. But yeah, I think something like that would help out. More people
I
are
think that
struggling
would
with
help.
dyslexia while during streams.
I think that would help. And I know that one of your others was the whole being able to print directly from your PC to your printer with your PC controlling the print.
Hmm.
That's possible too. Honestly, it's kind of possible with what we got. You just have to do some work.
Yeah.
So what you would do is you would take the board out of that unit
Hmm.
and install it in a bracket. Maybe you could print you a bracket on your CR10S or something
Yeah.
inside your PC and make the connection within, and then have where your USB port is, run you a short jumper to a USB option on your motherboard.
Hmm.
So you could go to your PC, go into your Cura, slice it and everything, right? And if you set your PC up right, the PC will see the board as a storage unit. So you save your file there. And if you pipe, let's say, how many monitors you got? Like three or four, right?
Yeah. Three. Well, technically
Okay.
four,
So
but
if
I don't
you
count
chose to
kids
have a
monitor.
monitor or you chose to move the digital display because you're moving the board and everything.
If I may interrupt just for a moment,
Sure.
just want to let you know here we currently have a severe thunderstorm warning, severe, or not severe, tornado watch until 10. We have a flood advisory until tomorrow morning at 8 in the morning.
Okay.
All right. So
Thunderstorm,
Flood watch.
tornado watch, and flood watch.
if y'all lose
Gotcha.
Flood advisory.
power and Corvo lose power, chat, we'll we'll wish them the best, and they will have to go off and run to a shelter. Do you have a shelter near y'all?
We have a brick
I
home.
doubt-
That's close by. That's about all we
I
got.
doubt we're gonna get flooded here, but if we do have a tornado or something, we would probably be better off at his mother's because she lives in a brick apartment.
It's only maybe 4 blocks from here, 5 blocks from here.
However, it is liable to get flooded, so we would have to start, shoveling stuff at the door to make sure it doesn't flood.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of low.
Okay.
So,
your link is.
We escape one only to end up in
It's kind of like, it depends on the area. If it's a
I'm sorry. I was listening to y'all while trying to read at the best of my ability. Made by Tesla for brain dysfunctions. I got plenty of that.
So it says the Neuralink is by Tesla that you're creating that gets implanted in your skull, and it's supposed to cure or fix or help out with the brain dysfunction and stuff.
Oh, that don't sound very
basically
pleasing.
it's a neurological link.
It's a chip in the brain.
Anyway, well, I mean, yeah, it could be a chip, or it could literally just be a neurological link to link what's not working together to work out.
Yeah, like I said, if I could just zap my brain and
Thank
fix
you,
whatever's
Spot.
going up there, great. But actually, my second one was
Well,
actually
what I was saying was,
mhm. Go ahead.
what I was saying was, is if you get the board in your PC and you hook it up right, you have the PC see the board as the storage unit, so you save it to the board memory.
Yeah.
And then when you move the board, you're obviously moving the LCD,
Mhm.
right? Because it's part of the board, or it's tied to the board. So you just set your little bracket, make your little bracket or something, kind of like how you get your Stream Deck on your desk.
Yeah.
You set that LCD kind of like your Stream Deck there. Once it's saved to the board, you can hit the print functions, and it sends it to the printer.
Okay. Because
You don't have
the
to get
reason why I
up.
was thinking now, I'm like, it wouldn't like the motherboard with the processor. It's already pretty strong, right? Like it should be stronger than the motherboards that are inside of the
Right.
either Razer
Right.
or the other
Right.
thing. So it wouldn't it cut down on costs of making these things, even by like $40 or $50, if it just forego the motherboard that's inside of it and let it and make a
Well,
program.
here's the issue with that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the issue with that right now. They would have to rewrite whatever controlling software they have.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be rewritten to not work with whatever base chipset and stuff that they use as their Creality OS or whoever's machine's OS
Mm-hmm.
to work with your Windows OS or your Linux, whatever you're running. And that can be done. It can be done.
Yes.
It's more of a how much money in development. Okay. So if they wrote that way and you can install it like an application, that would work perfectly fine. You could do everything from your PC, and you just have to have like maybe one data connection run into your machine so you can send it. Or if you make the machine Wi-Fi, like some of them are already, and connect it to your network, you can send it over there and have it print. Like people don't know it, but there are printers the size of our printers that are already Wi-Fi. You can put them on your network and discover them, and you don't have to get up from your machine. You can literally use use your program, cut it, slice it, and everything, and then hit send to print, and it'll send it over there. Your printer will fire up and start running. It doesn't matter. It just depends on your printer and how much money you want to spend.
Yeah, it's either
The ability to send a print directly to your printer and have your printer fire up and run automatically is already there.
Yeah.
It still requires a control board inside the machine right now, but eventually they will write the app to work with Windows, Linux, Mac, and all that. And all that'll go away. All you'll have is your network connection, and there will still be at least one control module in there to tell it, when the motor's to move and everything else. But everything else will run directly off your PC.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Now,
Like they have CR10s that do that already.
Yeah, I would think either Wi-Fi or like maybe Bluetooth, not Bluetooth, USB Type-C cord, since that's a very high frequent bandwidth cord. It can process a lot of information through over Type-C compared to Type 3 or anything like that. And on top of that,
Honestly, I would want to go. I would want to go RJ45.
what's RK45s? I'm not entirely familiar with that.
I would want to go RJ45.
Yeah, what is that? Like I don't.
RJ45 is your Ethernet connection, your internet connection cable.
Oh, so
Cat 6, Cat.
okay, yeah, 'cause that
Okay,
can
that's the
transfer that
type of
information.
cable, your internet cable that's plugged into the back of your PC.
Okay, so a Ethernet port that, but instead of a internet access, it'd be
Yeah,
a data
it's a data
access.
cable. That's what it's made for.
Okay, that yeah,
Right.
that would be very
It's
good.
built more. It's built for higher speed data than even some of the other stuff.
So high robust utility out of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that would be something. Or like, hey, this just a thought in my
Yep.
mind. Have a way to connect your printer to online, put it to a service. So if somebody wants to print something, your printer will start up, print it for you, and they'll pay for it, and you ship it off to them. That's a good way of making money right there. Somebody get on that. Easy money.
You can do that. You can do. You can do that already. You can do it already. It's called CR10S Plus, and if you run repeater host and pay for the license, you can have the ability to have a virtual server. And if they have a login for it, they can log in, set their model up, hit print, with your printer attached to it, and it'll fire up and start running.
Hey, somebody make money right there. That's a good way of going for that. But actually, it was one of my ideas. But actually, my other idea was something else, also personal. But in a smaller way. A way to edit videos faster with and
Okay.
take out certain things in a video and do the entire grand scheme of things. Because I know you probably noticed me. I've said it in the past. I have a problem saying a lot as one of them, and also a lot. So I could just take my vocal patterns and go, all right, here's the vocal patterns, or and have the entire program find that in the video that I just recorded and delete all of them automatically. Or if there's a long span of silence, delete that automatically. That would make my editing so much faster. And also, pretty much a programming thing. I don't really know because I know there's voice pattern pickup language for it,
That
right?
that that's possible, but here's that's it's possible. The only problem is that in doing so, any video within that audio range is also going to go away because it's considered a single file format
Mm,
unless you split it. Now, if you split your audio from your video and tell it to remove it from the audio, you keep all your video clips, and then you can edit your video at will.
okay, well, I probably would want that part to be edited too, because I don't want them to see my mouth go, and no like sound come out. You know what I'm saying? It'd be just silence. It's delete the mouth movement and the vocal part of it, because that's like
Yeah.
for me, a large portion of my editing at first is literally going through the entire video, trying to find out where I'm making that sound, or I'm deleting when I say like it's just a habit of a vote. It's like a verbal tick for me at this point where I just go or and I just it's like man I'd say this all too often.
Right.
And I know these are just again, they're not really but not really technology. Because I know a lot of things nowadays are becoming, and that's why, like you said, there's not many
Oh
good
yeah.
ones out there for it. But technology is going more and more toward the way of the programming and the code behind it. Right? It's like it's more
Right.
companies are patenting that and doing more of that side of things. That more.
Yeah. Well, it's because we're starting to get to where we. Yeah, it's because we're starting to have the hardware to pretty much do whatever we want to do, but you still have to have something to tell it what to do, you know? So, that's where these code jockeys come into play and they have to sit there and do their magic, whether it's C++ or, you know, C sharp, whatever it is.
Okay. And I know there's a lot of different languages out there for computer coding. I just don't know which one's the best.
Oh, yeah.
I just noticed that lot more companies are finding themselves doing more of that than actually making technology in a physical manifestation. Like even vehicles are going toward more coding and more computer learning. And others seem like the Tesla vehicle is a lot of computer learning, and they're always upgrading and
Right.
upgrading it. All right. Well, I would
The-
say, well, now your turn, but Southie is
right. Yeah, which is funny you say that. So a friend of mine, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. So you went the grumpy it's a struggle for me. This is what I would like. I
okay.
went humanitarian for the world.
Yeah.
And it is probably not possible.
Okay. I would quickly say hello to Monster.
Probably not
Just one
possible
quick
yet.
hello, Monster. I see you.
But I would love to have a matter transformation.
From
Yep.
one location to another location.
So a matter transference pad.
Okay. What would that be used for?
Yes. Think about it. Shipping times would be nil. Product delivery times would be nil. Travel time to work would be nil. Vacation travel time would be nil.
Beam me up, Captain.
Everything would be nothing but just poop poop there.
Just don't have the idea of going.
Yeah,
I'm
baby.
gonna send my wife a surprise and
Why not?
Put your
So I think
your
that would be
package
great,
in and go send it
honestly.
to her. And that would be so yeah. My wife has said it several times. It's like if we could just instantly somewhere like teleport somewhere. Oh, you changed your name. Gotcha. And just go to let's say I put a matter transfer device in Japan. I put it in an alley or somewhere in Japan that no one will very much mess with it, and leave it there. Go back to the United States, and when I want to go back to Japan, get in it and just teleport there. But then the question would come up: the person that teleported from point A to point B, does point B still? Is it point B
You would
the
love it.
original or is it the copy? You don't know that. People always wonder, like, did the original you die the first
No,
time
we're
you
not
used it?
doing copies. You're actually transferring your matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Well, build me better, build me stronger. But yeah, I've seen some animes and some.
It'll definitely repair any back end or anything like that because it'll have severe fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hate for that.
think about it. Think about it. If you could save a buffered version of a younger back and knee
Mm-hmm.
and do a matter transference, it could overwrite your broken shit back to new.
Oh man, that would be
By the way,
literally
let him know that
life
Spock
altering.
is the wrong person to change his name.
He caught it a while ago. Yeah, that would be awesome. And then I mean the things that could be done with that device. I mean, hey, no more FedEx boxes just not showing up or being left in the wrong place. You could have your own little mail pad right there in your house, and when your shit has to be mailed somewhere,
Like a postal
I mean,
service.
that
You have
would
to
be
pay for a
awesome.
subscription. It's like, hey, pay for subscription or one time pay with the Cash App the shipments. All right, there you go, Cash App done. Send my shit. Yeah, that
it
would
would
be.
probably it would probably start out it'd probably start out with some shit like, you have to put X amount of dollars on your mail, kind of like we do now at work. We have a commercial mail account for regular USPS,
Yeah.
and we load X amount of dollars every month. And then we have our own machine. It puts all the shit on it that we need on it until it runs out, and then we load more money. It would be the same thing, I would think, with one of those pads. You could put, $20-$30 on it, and you receive packages up until the $20 or $30 is spent. And then when you hit the next package that's supposed to come to you, it notifies you and says, hey, X vendor is trying to send you your package. You need X amount of funds to receive this package because your account is dry. And then you walk over there with your app on your phone and go click add, and then boom, there's your package.
Okay. Imagine a price of that, I'm sure when it does come out, Monster, if that technology ever does come to existence, it will be in the hands of the rich well before ours. Because they can probably afford it. It'll probably cost them a long time. And over time, just like everything, it will
It's
start
gonna
it
be
will
like
get
it's gonna be like everything.
mm, so they get
It's
cheaper
gonna yes,
eventually.
it's gonna get like everything where yeah, over time it will start out high, and then it'll get down to like the U.S. Postal Service. You just give me $2, I send you a package. You know,
'Cause
it'll get like that. It just takes time. No new technology ever starts out cheap because in the beginning, it needs funds.
mhm. It usually will be very expensive. It will usually be very large. It will be, even though it's finished, it will still be in its adolescent days. And when it gets cheaper, it will be more refined, more polished. And that's actually when the best time to get it is when it's actually getting cheaper because even though it's cheaper to make, it's gone through so much revisions to get there. It's because through all the hardship, and they were trying to make it faster, better, more people can buy it, more
Yeah.
people can purchase it. It's more widely acceptable. Like it's like a car when it first started. It's big, clunky. It was heavy. Is there a delay between me and you?
Yes, there's a delay between us.
Okay, I was like, what the heck?
Yes.
Go ahead. I would think.
So yeah, I mean it. I would think that the first people that would get it would be like the postal people. And then I think the next people that would get it would be like travel agencies once it's vetted and tested for like live matter transference.
Hmm.
Because then I mean, think about the travel package sell at that point. I mean, fuck Delta Airlines, Delta Port Lines. We just port your ass over to Japan.
Yeah, and it also
You
probably
know,
save on gas, save
your
on
screen
planes.
froze for a minute.
It would
Yeah.
it would help out in a large capacity, but problem is, would be
We're buffering.
okay. Oh, that's not. It's not good. Sorry, chat.
Oh, you
We'll
might be offering just fine. Right.
try to see what it
Oh,
looks like
it's
on my
back.
side.
It's
Um,
back.
but with that kind of technology, with that instant transfer,
Anyway, but
it,
yeah, I mean, it
learning to
would.
break this down into a micro level will be such a hard thing to do. Trying to see it at my end, but I'm not able to.
It might be, but in the long run, it like you said, it would be good for it would be good for the
Commercial.
planet for fuel consumption and not destroying our ozone. It would be good for just port your ass over to Japan and ease of access to get places. You know, imagine being able to someone is severely hurt, like a giant cut on their leg or something. All you got to do is get them to a pad and hit the hospital key, and they're zapped straight to the hospital. No hesitations. You know, it could be a life saving thing. It could be there's a lot that could be done with it.
Yeah, either to them, but if the technology with matter transfer could be advanced enough, you literally could probably suture up the leg just by putting the leg on the conversion, transfer or mess with the matter to close the wound by like having the matter separated, just have it
Right.
just go back together. That would just
Yeah.
that is such a
It can,
sci-fi thought. Just put my leg on there, Captain.
it might be sci-fi, dude. It'd be great.
Oh, it would destroy it for sure. But at the same time, it would
Yeah.
probably save them money. Because, like, I'm thinking the cost to repair planes, the cost of fuel, the cost of training pilots to do it, and all that stuff. And the only problem would be for me if I were to, let's say, be able to zip and zap wherever I want to, is someone figuring out how to do it illegally and just like going and just like port to places they're not supposed to be at or escape from the cops
Right.
or like
There's right. And there's never a 100% idea that's going to be great for the world, that there's not going to be some possible negativity in it. You know, you're just going to have to. That's one of those things you have to deal with the negatives just like the positives.
Yeah, because anytime there's something, there's way to take advantage of something, somebody will. I don't know if you've seen this. Actually, this is a bit of a side tangent. Have you seen what the Unreal Engine 5 is doing lately?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, bro. Watch you one the Unreal 5 press release for this thing. It is the technology for making um human like textures and features and like it's getting to the uncanny valley portion of computer technology when it comes to or programming when it comes to making these models and even go to the like they can make they can practically make me without actually need to just take a picture of me. And apparently they're using phones apps now that you can scan models and put them in video games with your phone. I don't know how that really
Yeah.
works. And like they have like a bunch of pre-rendered or pre-made things. You can literally start making your own video games. It's getting to the point where I'm actually worried about somebody. This is where my mind was going with this. I'm sure you already know what deep fake is, right? That has a really long delay. Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they're this technology is
Yeah.
going to get to a point where deep fake is going to even be worse. Oh my god, I'm starting to wonder if it's because we just lost connection again. I'm trying to see what it could be, but I don't know. Sorry
I
about
don't
that.
know.
Again, I don't really know what's going
When he's
on.
gonna fight.
Just kind of
Homie, I'm
doing it, and I don't know what it is doing to cause such a close all windows. Close all that out. I don't really know that's going to help out any, but doing it.
But did you catch the part of Stealthy stream the other day about the monster that I'm about to put together for her?
The computer.
Yeah.
No, I didn't catch the whole thing. I was in and out, and I was trying to listen, but I was talking to my wife. I didn't get the full details. I just know you're making one.
Yeah, I've got 32 gigs of RAM and M.2 NVMe 1 terabyte drive. And I'm throwing in that graphics card that she's been bogarting, that you've seen, that you outed me on.
Huh?
Um and
Oh,
also
What?
it has
What
it's
did I
outdated
do?
now.
not you, I'm talking to Grumpy. And yeah, I'm running it, and I don't know if you realize it, but when I do my KOTOR stream,
Yeah.
I'm pushing the game and the stream without a capture card.
Huh. It has push functions.
Yeah, I have absolutely no problem whatsoever. All I do is throw up OBS,
Yeah.
start stream, and minimize it.
Huh.
That's it.
Yeah. That is a very powerful card, so it
So
can process a lot of things.
I'm podcasting out. Yeah, and I'm putting the exact same card in her machine. Um, and then I did a little research, and the Xenon processor that's in that machine is actually an 8 core processor,
Yeah.
so about 16 threads. So she should be sitting pretty good once I'm done building it this weekend.
You already have the case for it. What case are you going to be using?
Yeah, I'm using the Dell case that I got from work. It's a Dell T3610
Okay.
precision case.
I hope it's not putting enough airflow for all that hardware, because that's a really big card, and I'm sure that you wouldn't want to get that card hot.
It does. This case was originally built. This, no, this case was originally built for 3D modeling and engineering functions, so it's built to run hot.
Let's see. I use saw the my CPU for streaming. I don't even use my GPU. Yeah, because you really don't want your for when you're streaming, you don't want your computer to be using up your GPU because you want your GPU to be used on the game and whatever you're displaying and doing with. You want your CPU to take on that process, but they've made it where if you have a very CPU and you're not doing very intensive things on your GPU, you can use it instead. And I've seen some actually like some people find out how to use older cards of GPUs to process like data transformation or transfer like faster without actually going through the card. It will help delegate the data and information from hard drives and help it go places faster than a CPU can. They're using like older generation graphics
Yeah,
cards.
what it has to do with yeah, it has to do with yeah, what it does is it has to do with the ability to process the instructions of where to put the data. The data doesn't have to pass through it. It's just able to tell it where to put it faster than the current CPU within it. The GPU can do it faster.
Yeah, and that to me is showing that you can still take old hardware. Like this was like the I think it was like a 1660 or maybe a little older than that, and like turn it to practically new hardware, right? It's no longer just, oh, this can show pretty lights and pretty pictures. Now you can use the QT cores and the RAM inside of it to do other functions. That to me is where more technology needs to go, so we don't have a bunch of land wastes of these
Yeah,
hardware. Are you?
I'm listening to you on here
Why is it so?
on the Discord. I hear you fine.
Okay, but there's such a long delay between responses. I'm like,
I don't know why it's so delayed.
that is so weird. Technology,
Well,
technology. You
well, see,
gotta learn.
your response to me is almost your response to me is almost instantaneous. It's just always a lag for my response to you.
Okay. So it must be because the wind is howling near you. Gotcha. So it's just taking the time to get to me. All right, well that's fun. Oh, goodness gracious. But I think it should be going more toward that. We can find out a way. So me, I would like this is private net technology to able to take a let's say a full motherboard or processor, break it down to its raw materials, separate and reuse it all over again. That to me would be amazing. Like separate the copper, separate the rare ore, the rare minerals, separate the chips that make a motherboard, the little green stuff or whatever its color it is at the time, because it depends on the motherboard, and be able to just reuse all of it as if nothing was wasted all over again and make a whole new product. That would just be fantastic. Because I wouldn't feel bad about buying technology, waiting for it to completely die before I replace it.
Yep.
Ah, is it
Holy shit!
is it getting bad?
That's a lot of rain.
Oh goodness gracious, we might have to cut it short if it's too
The sad thing is what's scarier more than anything is got pretty. What's bad is it's heavy ass rain, but there's like sun.
Well, if you see hell, get to a bathroom.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day. One of my old buddies I used to play World of Warcraft with. He was like recording.
No, I got a tin roof. That better be one badass fucking hell.
Yeah, but I like he was like out in front back of his porch and he had hail falling down and he's like, "Yep, only in Washington can you have all four seasons within one day." I went, "Oh," I typed in the comment below the video. I'm like, "Oh hell no! If I saw that tornado, I'm running and getting to a shelter because I see hail in my immediate thoughts, because I've been around tornadoes and hurricanes my entire life. To a shelter.
I want to do a little. I want to do a little show and tell.
Yeah. What is the show and tell?
You can't always go by the hail because I used to live in Florida, and during hurricanes we would get hail. It don't necessarily mean shit because there were no tornadoes anywhere near our vicinity.
All right, so here's the first item.
Give me a sign though. Go ahead.
I've been looking for a specific pop for a while that didn't have some kind of holiday theme, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, because you are a pop.
So here you go.
And why is the box so big? That's a big
because
box.
It's a limited edition.
God dang, it's like they're gonna fit 2 Lord Vaders inside that box.
Okay, so here comes a special edition GameStop only special edition here. Are you ready?
Yes, let's see it. Oh shit. That's like it's going toward his door, so I always try to cover up his door so just in case the kid comes in. I like that. I like the idea of them making it more of a display piece rather than just say, here's cardboard, here's Funko. Like there we go. It looks like you could put that on the shelf and you don't need to take it out because it's practically a display piece on its own. That is nice. And this is for The Witcher. If everybody does not know Witcher from the Geralt from the Witcher.
That's my new babies.
I like that. But they've gotten better over the years because they're no longer just, here's normal like basic like round flat stand and then a simple design of a character from you name what series. Now they're getting like more elaborate. They're going outside the mold of usually big heads, small bodies, and they're doing some pretty cool looking bottoms. And that to me just shows that they're stepping their quality even more by making a box. The box is even cool.
You should have seen. You should have seen the one that Ethan got. Ethan got a toon version of the Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh, and its base was the toon book.
Oh, that is cool. That sounds very cool. Now, they're coming out with some Funkos.
Hold on a minute.
The Genshin Impact. Go ahead. And I want to get those because they have some very unique bottoms to them, and they're coming out with a Paimon and both the male and female, the Traveler. So if I do get with Funko, probably will be one of those next.
Oh, dude! If they ever break out Genshin Funkos, this shit is over with.
Well, they already have plans for it, but they haven't released them yet, or at least if they have not released them to stores yet that I'm aware. I just know they're making it. One time, he actually want Ethan to come in your room during the podcast. He's like, you know what? I'm
Ethan,
death.
You have no shirt on. Tell Ethan I want to see his Blue Eyes White Dragon.
And of course, Funkos.
Okay.
I've always said it's the like I would say the beginner's guide to becoming a figurine collector. Bless you. But I know there's people out there that literally like do Funkos as if it's a what's that? Okay, you remember those little beanie animals?
They're already selling some of them at GameStop. No, no.
You can hold it, baby.
Oh, it's the cartoon
Blue
version
Eyes
of the
Two
Blue Eyes.
Dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, the bottom part.
It's
And
like
it says
Tim
Tim
that is so
World.
cute. Oh, even the bottom of it's promise you won't see that, but that looks so nice.
What do you mean the Looney Tunes version? No, that is literally from Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know, but like
dude, GameStop already has the Genshin pops for sale.
Okay, well then GameStop? Okay, I guess I gotta go to GameStop sometime this week. But anyways, in the show in the card series, there's like a cartoon version card of the Blue Eyes. It's really powerful. Back when I was a kid,
It's
I just forget what
that's
it's
called.
called. I call it the Looney Tunes
No,
because it looks like a
it's
Looney
not a
Tunes.
card version of Blue Eyes. It's
You're gonna make me look it up.
It's
Aren't you?
literally called Toon Worlds. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the card is called Toon Worlds, and then he can just take any creature and
And turn into a cartoon version, Looney Tune version, right? Something like that. Am I lagging again?
Yep.
Open up that again. Goodness gracious. Close this back out. I'll figure that out. I don't know what's going on with it. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. That's the name of it? Blue Eyes Toon Dragon? So if you find out the name, let me know. But
It's we're gonna call it Blue Eyes Toon Dragon because the card Toon World book or whatever it is actually what creates it.
gotcha. Okay. Are those pre-orders or are those buy nows? Because I can't open it right now during the podcast.
This one that I'm looking at right now.
I noticed one thing. Like you keep on
It
looking.
looks like it's a pre-order.
It's a pre-order. Okay. I noticed a lot more lately.
So
GameStop is becoming more and more a figurine store than
yeah,
actual
it's
video game store.
pre-order.
Okay, pre-order. All right. Well, it's still not a bad thing. I would probably just order it honestly just from Funko, so I can forego the whole worrying about going to going to GameStop stores or going to GameStop's factory after going from Funko's factory, and then coming to me. I can just have it just Funko straight to me, so I can just forego that. Um, okay, hope that fixes that a little bit there. Starting to notice a little bit more lag. I don't know what's going on lately. Camera turns off and back on for some reason too. So
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I get a chance, as soon as I see one, I'll get it.
yeah, me too. I'm probably gonna get both the male and female, and even Paimon. Even Paimon, I'll probably get. I think she doesn't look bad. I mean, just the character's annoying, but even then, I don't mind. It's just a small little version of her that's not very expensive, and it won't be a bother or intrusive
I'm
to the
still
rest of the figurines.
disappointed. I'm still disappointed. I think they should have done the Shogun first.
Yeah, yeah. My mic around here, and I have a cord with one of my web cameras that I usually have on my mic stand here, and apparently the cord is messing with my camera, so it's making it move around. I'm like, why is it moving around? Stay still.
I see what's happening here.
Oh,
You're
goodness.
face to face with greatness.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, if I do get this, it'll be
There's the
twins.
VOD.
All right, so I would definitely like to get them, and I'm hoping that they won't take
Yeah,
too long.
you hit me up if you do get that.
Yeah. So hopefully she can have hers back, and I can have a new one because I want it in a way where this won't be all in intrusive, like maybe like if I can have it up here somewhere or at least somewhat out of view. I just don't know if I need to turn up the game if I do that. Okay, so any other technologies or ideas and thoughts? I'm trying to think of. I know I had one. I went blank with the idea again because I like to try to think of things that can be done within my lifespan. Because while the idea
I would
of
like
go ahead.
I would like to be able to not require holding a phone
Oh,
to
iPhone,
make a mobile phone call
like an
without
iPhone.
earbuds, without anything. Just like, hello,
So would you be
it's
okay
me
with
again,
them
Margaret.
fooling with
Yeah,
that?
like an iPhone.
Yeah.
No, more like an Android.
Yes, but would you be
No,
okay with them
I'm
like
thinking
implanting something?
you could make a subdermal patch a small subdermal patch.
God, the delays could be bugging me. It's gonna bug him, I'm sure.
Like it sticks on right here,
Mm.
and then you just reach up and tap it and speak the name, and it dials it. And you just talk, and it uses your biology, your inner ear, and all to be for your voice to them and to receive sound.
Okay. So like, one of those people that have, I don't know if you've seen before, where people like check their blood pressure and stuff like that. They kind of like stick it to their skin and it stays there. And every now and then they get to take their phone and scan it to see what their stuff is at. Kind of like that, but
Yeah, I
infrared.
mean, yeah. You can take it and put it like right here. Take it, put it right here. You just tap it, speak the name, it dials it, and it uses your natural biology to.
Yeah, because sound is actually just
Yeah,
sound is just reverberations. It's matter of movement. When you hear sound, it's not really like it's actual physical thing. It's actually just vibration, and your ears are picking it up. So if it's vibrating onto your skull, your ears should be able to pick it up because it's just going through your skull, and
right,
vibration will go into your ear eventually. Um, and
right,
only thing I would be worried about is someone like using like some kind of technology
right.
out there. It's like, hey, you have that thing on your forehead, and now I'm gonna fuck with you and make you pass out. Kind of thing. Like if it were to pulse and mess with so much of a certain brain waves or certain matters would mess with your brain and make you pass out.
Always with the negative.
Yeah, you always okay. You always got to weigh it. No, that's the thing. You always got to weigh the positive and the
Always with
negatives.
the negative.
You gotta
Always
think
got
of
to
that stuff.
find the bad stuff.
You gotta think. I'm just looking at it from the point of view. If someone's to do something evil,
Yeah,
that's
but
a place to do it.
you always weigh the negatives.
Just the negatives. No, I've seen the positives. I'm just saying. I would like you to like
Yeah, but
Futurama.
what that tells me is you're the fucker I got to worry about.
Yeah, but anyways, no, I'm worried about other people doing that because if I think it, someone else is thinking it. But I would like the technology where it were to like this screen were to display it like straight onto your retina, right, without having to actually hold a display in front of you to view it. It just goes straight to your retina, and then when you are recording, something, let's say you're recording, like you're out, on the roller coaster, right? Instead of having to get your camera out or hold your
Okay.
phone, you start recording from your very eye. It uses the process of your own eye, and for like whatever eye K it is, because I forget how high our resolution our eyes can go up to, and just start recording from our own neurons. So it's like it looks real because it is. Well, in a sense.
Okay, so you're worried. You were talking to me about you're worried about a sticker on my temple, and you want people to put stuff in your eye.
Hey, it's a bitch.
Explain to me who here I can pull a sticker off. I'm not pulling my eyeball out.
Well, unless they attach it to your skin and then you like
I'm
like
gonna play the devil's advocate on this one. Okay, so what you're recording this? I'm gonna overload that eye with images that'll cause permanent brain damage.
or make
Murders,
you go
murders,
blind.
murders, murders,
Just boom.
gory shit, murders, murders. Brain fried.
But with the chip thing, you can always be
Yeah,
like,
that
all
would
right, I'm
be
done for the
definitely
day.
one of those situations you only get one eye set up like that.
Only once. If a chick goes crazy, like, what are you doing? My eye's acting weird with the iPhone right now, so I'm just gonna close this
Yeah.
eye for a little bit. Just ignore this one for a little bit. Just stare at this one. Hope no one side blinds me anytime soon. But with the chip idea, I can see that. Like, you're done for the day. Like, all right, I gotta unplug, turn it, and pull it off. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
right?
putting the phone down for a little bit. All right, what's hello? Hello, is this thing on? Yeah, it would be a bit of a problem. I know the Google glasses were close to that, but they were garbage. Not quite
Yeah.
there yet. And of course, if Oculus Rift ever gets very, very good
Yeah.
enough where you can actually put an Oculus Rift on it, actually makes you feel like you're actually in the video game, that would be, for me, a life dream. because I would like to have a VR headset someday where I actually feel like I'm actually in the game as if I'm playing Log Horizon. Fuck, the other one. Excuse my language, but Log Horizons is better. Better anime. It's good. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'm reading what the chat say here real quick. Stop radiation. I can say the radiation comes from pretty much everything. So yeah, that would be a problem. But I can see you stop it from getting to your brain. Oh, lost video and it wasn't. Are we getting a storm too? What's going on here? Am I still vocal? You still hear me? Okay, so we might be getting some rain ourselves, even though we are more west than Corvo. Unless it's coming from Corvo's side. Are we back? Are we back? Okay, you hear me. All right, so the weather might be.
I guess so, but everything went down. My Discord never cut off.
Yeah, it was weird. Like
Yeah, I hear you, and you're actually in real time.
I wonder if the rain is coming from where you are, coming my way. Cause it's getting cloudy out now. Good to know.
I don't know.
I'm about to probably look that up because I'm kind of curious if the weather's coming my way from where you are.
It's starting to get cloudy here.
No. We're not doing vocal because I'm not gonna I'm about to broadcast everybody and their mother where I live at. Thank you.
It's gotten significantly darker.
Weather forecast. Man, when the older you get, you gotta worry about the weather. Man, I had something when I was younger, I never wanted to really worry about and think about. It was the news and the weather. I didn't want to become that person going, oh, I wonder how the weather's gonna be today. Let me look online. Partially cloudy and rainy. We might get a thunderstorm as if this is the only fascinating things that happened today. I don't like that. Doesn't say we're gonna have any storm today. Just gonna be cloudy. Huh? Windy? When it's windy, that would make you think rain, but it says on there no rain's coming. Oh, great. I gotta take that out. Oh, I did tell you. I actually get to cut a week or two back using my my electric motor, which was great. I gotta cut the grass again, though. Yeah, technology. I know this already exists. I want one of those lawnmowers that cuts
Not
grass
yet.
for you. It's like one of those Swifter like little indoors vacuum
I
cleaners,
got
but
one
for
of
the
them.
lawn. Please and thank you. Make it cheaper too. That would be a lifesaver.
Yeah. How'd that work?
I don't know.
Yeah, shit. Everything got dark.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
much
gotten
starting to
dark.
our time, anyways. Just for everybody here that might be
Damn.
interested in my actual stream, I will not be streaming today, not because of the rain coming. I have some things I want to work on and get done, and I'll get back into streaming as soon as I'm fully mentally prepared for it, but not today. So if you want to catch my stream, I will be streaming on Friday and on Saturday. And Grumpy Bear will be probably playing some Breath of the Wild. So if you're into that, the Grumpy Bear, TikTok at the Grumpy Bear. And Corvo, are you streaming this week? Are you actually streaming this week? Delay again. You fucking with me, you fucker! Can't hear me? Can you hear this?
No.
God dang it! Are you streaming this week?
I can hear that. Hey. Am I streaming? I do not
Yes.
know.
No streams. Okay, so don't be worried.
Like I told you.
Whoa.
Oh shit. Okay, so quick note. I don't know if I'm streaming this week or not because I'm in this house cleanup kick and I'm trying to get that shit done. And we may be finna have to cut this shit short. It just got dark and heavy real fast.
All right, much love, y'all. As always, have a good day, have a good night, have a good life. Much love, y'all. Bye.